Next, the names of 3 more teenagers involved in the murder of Jack Woodley have been released after a court order expired. Jack, who was 18, died after being stabbed and attacked by a group of 10 teenagers at a fun fair in Hunt-on-the-Spring in October 2 years ago. Tyler Brewis, Lewis Rose and Reese Weir were all aged 14 at the time of the murder and have now turned 18. They received life sentences with minimum terms of between 8 and 13 years. Prosecutors said the group targeted Jack for a trivial reason. His mother has since campaigned to raise awareness about knife crime. The 3 newly named teenagers joined 7 others previously identified for the same murder, all convicted at Newcastle Crown Court in 2022. A Middlesbrough drug dealer who tried to destroy evidence by throwing phones out of his bedroom window has been jailed. 21-year-old Ehsan Mirza was found hanging out of his upstairs window when police raided his home on Croydon Road in March. Officers had to force their way in and later recovered 4 phones that showed Mirza had been selling cannabis online. The court heard he'd been given a suspended sentence just 8 months earlier for dealing heroin and cocaine. A judge told him he'd been fortunate to avoid prison last time, but had failed to change his ways. A worker suffered serious chemical burns on his first day of a new job because of health and safety failures by a cleaning firm. The man, who was working on the roof of a McDonald's in Colby Newham, believed he was kneeling in rainwater, but it was a corrosive cleaning chemical that had been spilled. He needed 2 skin graft operations and spent a week in hospital. Teesside Crown Court heard his employer, Northern Shire Facilities Management, failed to provide the right training, equipment or risk assessments. The company admitted failing in its duty of care. A man described as Ferry Hill's most prolific shoplifter has been jailed after covering his face with underwear in an attempt to avoid being caught. 32-year-old Carl Robinson of Parker Terrace was filmed on CCTV wearing boxer shorts over his face while stealing meat and butter from 2 local stores. Despite the disguise, officers recognised him instantly. Robinson admitted 10 counts of theft and 1 attempted theft and was already under a conditional discharge for similar crimes. He was sentenced to 40 weeks in prison at Newton Aycliffe Magistrates Court.